All right, hello wine drinking people. We are back with more of what I drank yesterday in the store. And Flora Springs Winery is a winery that kind of has a special place for me. I used to sell them when I worked for RNDC, and it's kind of a love-hate relationship. Some of the wines we had were not great from them. Some of the wines spectacular, and that's what you expect with a winery that's been around as long as Flora Springs. Entering the third generation, is now entering into the wine business and running the company. And John Gomez, who we've had dinners with in the past, a funny guy, and you can definitely tell he enjoys his work. But the wines have gotten just better and better through the years. The prices seem like they're going down. They're rolling back. I couldn't believe the price on Soililoquy. And all these wines are estate grown. They don't buy any fruit. Actually, they sell most of their fruit. They're licensed at the wineries only to make 50,000 cases. So they really don't want to produce a huge amount of wine. They just want to make the best wine possible from their vineyards. 1,100 acres, one of the largest landowners in Napa. About 650 of those are actually planted to vineyards. And like I said before, they only use grapes that are grown on their own vineyards. About 90% of their vineyards are organic now as well. All right, well, the first wine we had was, our visit was with Paul Trione, and this is the first time I met Paul. Seemed like a nice guy. We're going to try to put together a Flora Springs tasting coming up later in the year. In September, we'll give you a vertical of this famous wine, Trilogy. I believe this is like the 24th release, the 2007 that we had on this occasion. But the Soililoquy, a wine that I've always loved, is 100% Sauvignon Blanc, but it's a blend of two different clones. And this wine had this lovely fresh melon and white grapefruit citrus, notes of gravelly minerality, kind of fresh baled hay, a touch of sea salt. Very focused and bright melon and citrus fruit on the tongue, hint of green fig, and really nice texture in the mid-palate there. Texture of whole milk, lovely concentration, and nice savoriness on the finish as well. But lovely, pretty floral nuance there showing. And for $18, are you kidding me? I think we used to sell it for like 25 or 30 bucks. Okay, next up, the Flora Springs Chardonnay Napa, and they just make 2 Chardonnays now at Flora Springs. And they used to make single vineyards, the Lavender Hills vineyard, but now the Napa and the barrel fermented, very different stylistically. The Napa, 100%, 50 stainless, 50 neutral barrel, so no new oak, very fresh and clean style of Chardonnay. This 2009. Most of the fruit comes from their Carneros with a little bit from the St. Helena vineyard, and fresh, juicy fruit on the nose, apples, pears, really nice and bright with a touch of minerality. Nice forward fruit on the palate with very clean finish. And almost like a Chablis from California, but you don't get that, chalky kind of lime minerality from this. Just that fresh, juicy fruit and a lovely crispness on the finish. Very good stuff for 15 bucks. The barrel fermented Chardonnay, a 900 case production wine, and wow, this wine is your typical full-blown rich California style. A note of butterscotch and creme brulee to the peach and delicious apple fruit, candied lemon, citrus, lovely creamy texture on the tongue, a good amount of toasty oak spice, and a lovely amount of tropical fruit. Very well balanced, a hint of caramel on the finish. Excellent Chardonnay for $24.75. All right, the Merlot Napa, under $20, really? Wow, man, what a great buy. Ripe cherry and plum fruit on the nose, primarily Rutherford vineyards, but a touch of Cabernet here also in the blend. Lovely fresh herbs and milk chocolate there. Sweet berry fruit on the tongue, ripe brown tannins, a real crowd pleaser style, but nice complexity here as well. Some sweet tobacco and milk chocolate spice showing on the finish. Very good juice for that price. And then the Napa Cabernet, 30 bucks. Wow, man, 100% Cabernet, but not always. The 2008, also 100% Cabernet, mainly Rutherford and oak knoll fruit. Notes of black pepper spice, kind of cigar box, and a little cedary nuance to that black currant and black cherry fruit. Classic Napa Valley Cabernet, big and fruity with round tannins on the tongue. Notes of tobacco spice, fresh earth and black pepper on the finish. Excellent juice. And then the Trilogy 2007. Wow, one of the best trilogies that I've had. The 24th bottling of this wine. The highest percentage of Cabernet Sauvignon ever in this bottling, 71%. Primarily from the Combs Home family vineyard. They have made so many great Cabernets over the years at Flora Springs or Rutherford Hillside Reserve, different bottlings, the Wild Boar, just some crazy good reds, and everything very consistent in this tasting, but maybe the best young trilogy that I've had to date. A lovely amount of ripe cassis and currant berry fruit shown on the nose, toasty oak spice, espresso, dark chocolate, sweet tobacco, really balanced style of Cabernet, and that goes with the 2007 vintage. Nice hand of fruit and lovely firm tannins and fresh acidity. A long finish to this 2007 Trilogy. That's what I had to drink yesterday, folks. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.